Assalamualaikum, my dear students. How are you? Today I want to review some grammatical portion with you because it becomes very boring that I have to go to the text, and to make a change I want to take a review of grammatical portion. Suppose clause. You know, clause is one of the most important elements of your grammatical portion. And what is the meaning of clause? Clause means part of a sentence. Okay, part of a sentence. So clause means part of a sentence. And what type of part of a sentence? Can you call any part of a sentence as a clause? No, absolutely not. There is some conditions to make any part of a sentence as a clause. What type of part? Subject plus verb. So when we see any part of a portion of a sentence with its subject and verb, then we can call it as a clause. So the elements of clause are subject and verb. Besides these two, there are three other elements. So what are the elements? 1. Subject. 2. Verb. 3. Object. 4. Complement. And 5. Adverbial. I think you will not face any difficulties to recognize subject and verb of a sentence, because subject is the main area, noun or pronoun, who performs the action. And verb, what is verb? The action of the sentence, that is called verb. So there is no difficulties to recognize subject and verb. So these two are the compulsory elements of a clause. Without subject and verb, it is not possible to make any clause. And what are the other portions? Object, complement and adverbial. These are optional. Sometimes with subject and verb you may face object or complement or adverbial. So what is object? Sometimes you get puzzled to recognize object. To make it clear, I have to tell you that when subject performs its action with the help of anything, any issue, any matter, any person, that is called object. Suppose object, he plays football. He subject, plays verb and football object. Why? Here is the action, plays. And what is the medium of the action? He, with the help of football, this object performs its action, that is play. So when the subject performs its action with the help of anything, that is called object. Okay. And what is complement? What is complement? Sometimes you mix object and complement together. You call the complement as the object. I am a student. I am a student. subject, verb, and what is a student? Somebody, you may call it as an object, but it is not an object. It is complement. Why? Complement is nothing, only it gives us some information about the subject or an object. So complement, I am a student. A student gives the information of the subject I. Complement are two types, subjective complement and objective complement. When the complement gives us some information about subject, that is called subjective complement, and when it gives us the information about object, that is called objective complement. So absolutely it is not an object. And what about adverbial? What about adverbial? Adverbial means MPT. MPT. In a word you can tell it MPT. M means manner, P means place, and T means time. Okay. Adverbial. Adverb. From adverb we get the word adverbial. It adds something, some information about verb. So it is called how, manner, how the verb will be performed, where the verb will be performed, place, and when the verb will be performed, time. So three types of condition gives us three types of situation, that is called adverbial. For example, he speaks fluently. How does he speak? The manner. Okay. He speaks fluently. That is manner. Adverbial of manner. He speaks in classroom. It gives us some information about the place of the verb in the classroom. And he speaks in the morning. The time, when does he speak? What is the time? In the morning. So this is another situation of adverbial. Here he faces three types of adverbial, that is manner, place, time, and that is called adverbial. So in every clause, any part of a sentence, we face 5 elements, not kinds. Elements. What types of elements? The elements are, first of all, subject, then verb, object, complement, and adverbial. Okay. These are the 5 types. And you know there are 3 types of clauses. 3 types of clauses. Principal clause, subordinate clause, and coordinate clause. Okay. So 3 types of clauses. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we will come in contact with the features, with the characteristics of the 3 types of clauses. Then it will be very clear to us about the main clauses. Principal clause, the first, compulsory. Compulsory. It is mandatory. Without the principal clause, it is not possible to form any clause. Okay. So it is compulsory. 2, only 1. What is the number of principal clause? Only 1. 3, gives clear idea. Gives clear idea. Though it is a part of a sentence, the principal clause, it alone can give us some complete idea of the sentence. For no conjunction before it. Okay, so we have to analyze it. What is the position compulsory? Without principal clause, it is not possible to form any clause. Sentence, what is the number? Only one. Gives clear ideas and no objection, conjunction before it. Okay, and in subordinate clause, we will see just opposite picture. One, optional. It is not, it is possible to form any sentence without a subordinate clause if situation demands. Okay. 2, more in number. There may be 1 or 2 or 3 subordinate clause if situation demands. 3, gives partial idea, not complete idea of a sentence. So it is dependent on the principal clause. Without principal clause, it is not possible to make any subordinate clause. And 4, some conjunction before it. There must be some conjunctions before the subordinate clause, and by observing the conjunctions we can recognize the subordinate clause. What are the clauses? WH words, that, so that, since, as, because. Okay, then if, etc. and so on. These are mainly the subordinating conjunction. These are called the subordinating conjunctions, which you will find before the subordinate clause, and finally we can recognize the subordinate clause, and it will help us to form the complex sentence. Later we will know in details about it. And what about the coordinate clause? Like the subordinate clause, we will find the all optional. It is not compulsory. Okay, it is optional. 2, more in number. 3, gives partial idea. 4, some conjunction before it. Some conjunction before it. That is called coordinating conjunction. Okay. Like all the characteristics, we find some features of coordinate clause like the subordinate clause. So what are the conjunctions? And, but, or, either or, dot dot, neither nor, dot dot nor. That are the main conjunctions. Okay. So today we find some glimpses in short about the features of main clauses, and later we will discuss it in details, and till then you will be fine and take care of your health. Goodbye.